Hi, this is Terumi. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I'd like to talk about this. I don't have time to study. Actually, so many people said to me that I'm living in Japan or I've been watching Japanese anime, but I don't have time to study. And then I always say, you just need 10 minutes. Let's say you want to learn today how to communicate with Japanese people, and you're gonna say, hey, like, how was your weekend? 週末どうでした?週末 weekend どうでした? How was it? You just need to learn useful phrases to communicate. And let's say you want to learn this phrase, like, how was your weekend? 週末どうでした? You don't need 5 hours to learn. It's just a one, maybe second or 10 seconds, even 1 minute. 週末どうでした? How was your weekend? This is actually the quick way to learn, but many people actually learn grammar. Sit down, looking at the textbook, past tense, future tense, progressive tense, and negative tense, positive tense, humble way, and this is a polite way, and this is actually the Japanese expression or something particle or something to actually already really confusing and try to speak something, and most people actually confuse and cannot even say this, how was your weekend? But try to think your native language. Or babies. Babies in Japan, like hundred of babies, they actually never learn this grammar, but actually they know what to say, like, hey, I'm hungry, お腹すいた. It's not big deal. It's so many people are thinking language learning is education. You really need to sit down and also looking at the textbook and actually spending millions of hours to learn the grammar and actually this brain game happening and speak something naturally. No. Language learning is more natural phenomenon that it's just living in the country. Even the poor people to rich people to smart people to not smart people, everybody have one language. When actually people learn second language, they actually do these crazy grammar things and they actually demotivated because they are really, really confusing with this grammar and they're actually giving up. So I always say, because I really hate to study in general, but I realize language learning is natural phenomenon. You just need to actually remember the phrases and start using and practice your pronunciation. And second phrase, third phrase, wow, this is like sports. You just need to practice more and actually you need to learn only useful phrases. You don't need to think about grammar because you're gonna definitely confuse and you cannot actually speak like naturally, like speak like a robot. Like past tense, future tense, this is negative, positive, te form, stem, or like a potential form, whatever, and they actually speak like a robot. I realized, wow, language learning is super easy. I just need to know natural phrases and I just need to practice more pronunciation like sports. You need to spend time with the natural phrases and communicate with the people. So you don't need to spend time to looking at the textbook for 5 hours because you don't remember anyway and you're just confusing with too much information. So please, just 10 minutes, useful phrases and practice more communication like, children, babies can do what we cannot do. Thank you so much for visiting my YouTube channel, and today you learned, okay, that's great, I don't need to study so many hours, but still you feel like, oh my god, difficult to really learn by myself. I'm looking at the textbook, like language app, still difficult to learn by myself. Then try to search japanlanguagefactory.com. You're gonna have your personal coach, native Japanese, everybody, and also you can learn what is a really native phrases. You don't need to figure out by myself. You can learn, you can follow your personal coach, and start speaking Japanese as soon as possible.